Hello and welcome, everyone. Today, we will explore an essential topic in clinical research, good clinical practice, GCP, and regulatory guidelines. As aspiring professionals in nursing research, understanding GCP is crucial to ensuring ethical, safe, and high-quality clinical research. Throughout this lesson, we will break down the key principles, ethical considerations, and regulatory guidelines set by FDA, ICMR, and WHO. By the end of this lesson, you will have a strong foundation in GCP and its role in clinical trials. Let's begin. Section 1, Learning Objectives. Our primary goal today is to develop a clear understanding of good clinical practice, GCP, and the regulatory frameworks that guide clinical trials worldwide. Specifically, we will cover the importance and principles of GCP, ethical considerations and informed consent, regulatory guidelines set by the FDA, ICMR, and WHO. Quality assurance and monitoring in GCP. Challenges and advancements in clinical research. By mastering these concepts, you will be well prepared to ensure ethical compliance and scientific integrity in clinical trials. Section 2, Introduction to Good Clinical Practice, GCP. Good clinical practice, or GCP, is an internationally recognized standard that governs how clinical trials should be conducted. It is designed to protect the rights, safety, and well-being of research participants while ensuring that the data collected is credible and scientifically valid. GCP principles are essential because they help maintain public trust in clinical research. Without proper adherence to GCP, studies may face ethical violations, data inconsistencies, and even legal consequences. This framework is applied across all stages of clinical trials, from study design to data reporting. Let's now explore why GCP is so crucial in clinical research. Section 3, Importance of Good Clinical Practice. GCP plays a fundamental role in ensuring ethical and scientific standards in clinical trials. Here's why it matters. Ethical treatment of participants ensures that human subjects are treated with dignity, respect, and fairness. Scientific validity of data ensures that results are reliable, reproducible, and meaningful for medical advancements. Regulatory compliance, adhering to national and international regulations prevents legal and ethical breaches. Public trust in clinical research, following GCP ensures transparency, which encourages public participation and confidence in medical research. By maintaining high standards, we safeguard both research integrity and participant welfare. Section 4, Key Principles of GCP. GCP is based on several key principles, which serve as the foundation for conducting ethical and scientifically sound trials. These include protection of human subjects, participants' rights, safety, and well-being must always come first. Scientific integrity and quality. Research must be well-designed, robust, and free from bias. Informed consent. Participants must fully understand the study before voluntarily agreeing to participate. Data reliability and confidentiality. All collected data must be accurate and securely stored. Ethical approval and oversight. Research must be reviewed by independent ethics committees or institutional review boards, IRBs. Let's take a closer look at one of these principles, informed consent. Section 5, Informed Consent Process. Informed consent is a critical component of ethical research. It ensures that participants receive complete and clear information about the study, understand the risks and benefits before agreeing to participate, are given the freedom to withdraw at any time, without facing penalties. The consent process must be documented properly, ensuring that patients sign a written consent form after understanding all aspects of the study. Section 6, Role of Ethics Committees and IRBs. Ethics committees and institutional review boards, IRBs, serve as independent regulatory bodies that oversee clinical trials. Their key responsibilities include reviewing and approving research protocols, ensuring that participant rights, safety, and welfare are protected, monitoring studies for compliance with ethical guidelines, minimizing risks by requiring necessary modifications in protocols. Without IRBs and ethics committees, unethical research could harm participants and compromise scientific integrity. Section 7, FDA Regulatory Guidelines. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration (FDA) plays a crucial role in clinical trial regulation. It ensures that drugs and medical devices are safe and effective before market approval. Proper monitoring of clinical trials to prevent fraud and data manipulation. Compliance with strict protocols, inspections, and enforcement actions when necessary. The FDA's guidelines are widely followed internationally, ensuring global research integrity. Section 8. ICMR Guidelines for Clinical Research in India. In India, the Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, sets the ethical framework for clinical research. It focuses on protecting participants in biomedical research, ensuring ethical standards in clinical trials, maintaining transparency and accountability in research conduct. The ICMR's guidelines are crucial in shaping ethical clinical research within India. WHO Guidelines for Clinical Trials. The World Health Organization (WHO) provides global guidance on clinical trials. WHO's objectives include ensuring participant safety and ethical conduct, encouraging global harmonization of research protocols, promoting data transparency and international collaboration. WHO's guidelines help unify clinical research standards worldwide. Steps in clinical trial conduct under GCP. Conducting a clinical trial under GCP involves several key steps. Trial design and ethical approval. Participant recruitment and informed consent. Data collection and monitoring. Adverse event reporting. Final analysis and reporting. Each step ensures that the study is conducted with scientific rigor and ethical responsibility. Section 11. Quality Assurance and Monitoring in GCP. Quality assurance is essential in clinical trials to maintain data accuracy and ethical compliance. This involves regular monitoring and audits to check protocol adherence, ensuring proper documentation to prevent data manipulation, identifying and addressing compliance issues promptly. Monitoring helps detect deviations early and ensures the integrity of trial results. Section 12. Common challenges in implementing GCP. Despite the well-defined guidelines of good clinical practice, several challenges can arise during its implementation. Some of the most common ones include lack of awareness and training. Many clinical researchers and healthcare professionals may not be fully trained in GCP principles, leading to non-compliance. Ethical violations. Failure to obtain proper informed consent or inadequate protection of participant rights can lead to ethical concerns. Data integrity issues. Errors in data recording, falsification, or poor documentation can compromise research validity. Regulatory differences. Different countries have varied regulatory frameworks, making it challenging to conduct multinational clinical trials. Resource limitations. Many research institutions, especially in developing countries, may lack the resources to implement GCP fully. To overcome these challenges, continuous training, better oversight, and technological advancements in clinical trial management are essential. Section 13. Case studies on GCP violations. Now, let's discuss real-world examples where failure to follow GCP led to major consequences. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study, 1932-1972, USA, researchers failed to obtain informed consent and withheld treatment from participants, leading to severe ethical violations. Pfizer's Kano trial, 1996, Nigeria, the company conducted a drug trial on children without proper consent, leading to legal actions and ethical concerns. Theranos scandal, 2015, USA, data falsification and failure to comply with clinical trial standards resulted in legal consequences for the company and its founders. These cases highlight the importance of strict adherence to GCP in maintaining research ethics and protecting human subjects. Section 14. Recent developments in GCP regulations. In response to evolving research practices, regulatory bodies continuously update GCP guidelines. Some key recent developments include IC A6R3 updates. The International Council for Harmonization (IC) revised its GCP guidelines to emphasize risk-based monitoring and data integrity. Increased use of digital tools, electronic data capture (EDC), and remote monitoring improve compliance and reduce errors. Global harmonization efforts. The FDA, WHO, and ICMR are working toward unified GCP standards to streamline multinational clinical trials. Stronger patient-centered approaches, new regulations emphasize greater patient involvement and transparency in clinical research. Staying updated with these developments ensures researchers remain compliant and uphold ethical research practices. Section 15. The future of GCP in clinical research. The future of good clinical practice is rapidly evolving with advancements in technology and research methodologies. Key trends include AI and machine learning in clinical trials. AI-driven tools can help detect anomalies in data, ensuring higher accuracy in compliance. Decentralized clinical trials, DCTs, the use of remote patient monitoring and virtual trials is increasing, requiring updated GCP guidelines. Blockchain for data security, implementing blockchain technology enhances transparency and prevents data tampering. Enhanced patient engagement, future GCP models will involve patients more actively in trial design and data sharing. As research continues to advance, ensuring compliance with evolving GCP standards will be crucial for ethical and high-quality trials. Section 16. Role of healthcare professionals in GCP compliance. As future nursing research associates, your role in maintaining GCP compliance is crucial. Here's how you contribute. Ensuring informed consent, clearly explaining the study to participants and obtaining valid consent. Accurate data documentation, recording observations and trial data without errors or omissions. Adhering to ethical standards, upholding patient rights, confidentiality, and safety at all times. Monitoring for protocol deviations, reporting and correcting any discrepancies in trial procedures. Continuous learning, staying updated on regulatory changes and new GCP guidelines. By following these practices, healthcare professionals help maintain the integrity of clinical research and ensure participant welfare. Section 17. Summary of key takeaways. Let's summarize the key takeaways from today's lesson on good clinical practice. GCP ensures ethical, scientific, and quality standards in clinical trials. Informed consent is essential for protecting participant rights. Regulatory guidelines from FDA, ICMR, and WHO set global standards for clinical research. Challenges in GCP implementation include lack of training, ethical violations, and data integrity. Issues. Recent advancements in AI, blockchain, and digital monitoring are shaping the future of GCP compliance. By mastering these concepts, you will be well equipped to conduct ethical and high-quality research in your professional careers. Section 18. Discussion questions and interactive exercise. Before we conclude, let's engage in a discussion and apply what we've learned. Discussion questions. Why is GCP crucial in clinical research? What are some challenges faced in obtaining informed consent? Can you think of any recent ethical violations in clinical research? Interactive exercise. Split into small groups and analyze a case study on GCP violations. Identify what went wrong and suggest how compliance could have been maintained. These discussions will help reinforce your understanding and practical application of GCP principles. Section 19. Conclusion and final thoughts. That brings us to the end of today's lesson on good clinical practice and regulatory guidelines. Let's recap. GCP is the foundation of ethical and scientifically valid clinical research. Regulatory bodies like the FDA, ICMR, and WHO ensure compliance with research standards. Challenges such as ethical violations and data integrity issues must be addressed through rigorous training and oversight. Emerging technologies are shaping the future of GCP, making clinical trials more transparent, accurate, and ethical. As future professionals in nursing research, your role in upholding these standards is critical. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to our next session.